Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss on the topic characteristics of early adulthood. So we have already saw some characteristics, and in this video we are going to see two more characteristics. So in this early adulthood, we say this early adulthood stage as an reproductive age, where here as individuals are capable of procreation, this phase is aligned with uh, commitments with marriage and reproduction. We tend to say this stage as an period of reproductive age, where parenthood plays a central role in this early adulthood. So those married early, like which is from their 20s or 30s, if they get married during that phase, they focus on parenting. So some become like grandparents before the end of the early 40s, where before this end of the early adulthood. And those who are marrying later in their uh, early adulthood phase, they are delaying their parenthood for their financial, like until they become like financially stable. So those individuals often enter parenthood in their early 30s. So these are the ages where the individuals in early adulthood enter into parenthood. So those difference here like occurs due to the career oriented uh, decisions. So when women who are career oriented and career centric, they prefer to postpone the parenthood, and it can be up to the like in their 30s. So for some, the entire early adulthood is like as a reproductive phase, where for some others it might be only last for a decade of early adulthood for this reproductive purpose. And then when we move on to this next characteristics, which is said as early adulthood is the problem age. Why we say this early adulthood as in problem age, in the sense we tend to face the individuals in early adulthood tend to face several new experiences, so which might uh, like feel like it has been provided to them much earlier in their life. So that kind of be like very psychologically pressuring, or it can be overwhelming for some individuals. So for that reason we would say that this age could be an problematic age or problem age. So we can see that from the PPT, like early adulthood presents new and complex problems. So as certain tasks or situations are very new to the individuals, can be new, and also it can be a very complex problems which has to be faced by the individual in early adulthood. These problems differ from our childhood and adolescence, where in those our childhood and adolescence we have faced some different kind of problems which are mostly about our self-esteem, which are more about the focus on physical aspect. So here we are tend to focus on responsibilities and all other the closed things which are come our way during this phase. And so here, as there is an lowering in the legal adulthood age, where it lowered from 21 to 18 years old, it has increased much more responsibilities. So these young adults are expected to gain rights in voting, like owning their property, and like even marrying without parental context in, let's say this is in like American culture. So these are some aspects they are put to do earlier, much earlier in their life. So this can be some hectic for them. So that we say it as a problem age. So many were unprepared for these responsibilities, and also these new freedoms create much more unforeseen problems. So and also which is shortening of adolescence, reduced time for these as there is a shortening of the age where it turns from 21 to 18. It also involves some reduced time for their emotional preparation, and also their gradual transition from adolescence to adulthood, where we have this phase where a gradual transition from puberty to adolescence, they have such enough time to explore themselves. But here there is a very little time provided to experience their own emotional aspects, and also it have some more legal aspects where the individual is said to complete it much earlier in their life. So this aspects all intensifies the individuals in adult. And then nature of adult problem and adjustment difficulties. So what are some adult problems, and also what are the difficulties in adjusting to them? So when we look into the age from 18 to 30 years, there will be adjustments in their marriage life, parenthood, and job and career, where all these comes in a like continuous manner in a prolonged way. There will be some difficulties in focusing on all this together. So from 30s to 40 years of age, there will be a focus on family and parenting. Also there will be some focus on jobs. So these are some major focus which will be present in this adult age. Yes. And also when we see that these adjustments cannot be made all at once, where like the individual get on with marriage, and they have to focus on their job, like make a stand in their career, and also maintain or like look after their family, and also parenting. So all these steps all at once cannot be managed easily. So here simultaneous adjustments causes stress. So major simultaneous adjustments happens in some areas, where we see like career and marriage. So the early adulthood will focus on developing their career, also the marriage. So here the major adjustments occur. So this might lead to stress. And also marriage plus parenthood. So the other stages like marriage and parenthood, the this also have many adjustments occurs, and also which might like be very stressful for the individuals. So here also they state that early parenthood will also make more poor adjustments in the individual's life. Here we also tend to say that adult problems are where we see the problem age. In this characteristics we say these are some adult problems. So adjusting to and maintaining multiple responsibilities will be much difficult for them. So why it is such difficult for them? In the sense it is very time consuming, first of all, and the second thing is it's very energy draining. So they should have multiple components in their own family, and to focus on every aspect is very difficult, and it's very energy draining and emotionally demanding. So we have to give emotional aspects, because we have to show like it has to be very mutual in every aspect of the family. So it is very emotionally demanding. Your every focus should given to every part of the family, so it is very demanding aspect. So these are some characteristics for it comes which comes under early adulthood.